In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the top marketing strategies you need to be using right now in order to build your brand, grow your business, and get noticed online. To succeed in today's hyper-competitive and saturated market, it's all about getting discovered, getting noticed, and getting attention. Because people can't buy from you if they don't know you exist. Hey there, my name is Erhart, and welcome to the channel, the #1 place for entrepreneurs to learn proven marketing strategies to help grow your business online. So today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the top marketing strategies and tactics in order for you to stand out from the crowd and to be heard above the noise in today's hyper-competitive world. But I'm not only going to be sharing with you the exact strategies that I'm using in my business, as well as that I'm advising my clients and students in order to help them grow their 6, 7, and 8-figure businesses, but at the end of this video, I'm also going to break down the exact strategy that I think you should follow. So with all that said, let's dive right into the good stuff, starting with strategy number 1, content marketing. I know, a marketing strategist talking about content marketing. How original. But did you ever wonder why so many of the top marketing experts and brands and businesses continue to talk about and really preach the value of content marketing year after year after year? Well, it's because it works, and it works really well. And I appreciate that content marketing is not exactly a new strategy, but given today's day and age and the present environment that we're all currently in right now, well, there's probably no better time in history than today in order to really double down and capitalize on a solid content marketing strategy. And I think that's the operative word here. That's the word that I really want to drive home, which is strategy. It's not just content marketing and creating stuff for the sake of creating stuff, but rather being strategic about the who, the what, the why, all of that we'll get to in just a second, and really making sure that you're driving your content strategy forward by making sure that it's in alignment with all of those things. So first of all, if you've never heard of content marketing, well, it's really as simple as it sounds. It's just creating stuff, whether we're talking about videos or blog articles or podcasts or social media posts or any kind of marketing collateral whatsoever. It's all pretty much content. But what separates the amateurs from the pros? What separates those who struggle with content marketing and just kind of dabble with it and don't really get anywhere from those that really use it to drive home and generate more leads, customers, and sales? Well, it all comes down to the strategy behind it, starting with the who, which is your ideal target market, ensuring that the content you're creating is in alignment for that ideal customer avatar that you most want to serve. Next up is the what, and this is going to be the message and the offer and how you structure your content so that you're making sure that it's relevant and applicable and really resonates with that ideal customer avatar. And of course, the where, which is really identifying those few key channels for which you're going to deploy and essentially publish your content marketing. Because one of the biggest myths in marketing today is that you need to be everywhere and you need to do everything. And that's a recipe for disaster, or at the very least, overwhelm. Because the reality is you can't be everywhere. You can't do everything. That's just not realistic. And aside from not being realistic, it's also not very effective, because the reality is your ideal target market, those perfect customers that you really want to work with and who really want to work with you, well, they're not everywhere. Rather, they're on a few carefully selected channels, and they're spending most of their time there. So it's your job as the entrepreneur, as the marketer, to go and identify where your ideal target market is online and then focus your efforts there. Now, when it comes to content marketing, one of the biggest mistakes you can make is actually really simple once we've got this strategic part out of the way, and that's that you're simply not making enough. The solution, fortunately, is really easy. Just make more content. Now, I appreciate that sounds like a completely easy and broad generalization and relatively useless, right? Just go and create more content. But what I want you to do is I want you to think about how you create content, your current process, your current systems, and your current team. And if you don't have those in place yet, now's probably a really good time to start doubling down on building a team, creating systems, and creating a process so you can create content marketing consistently. All right, the next marketing strategy that'll really help to put you on the map is none other than video marketing. Now, I've had video marketing at the top of the list for years now. And again, just like with content marketing, it's for one simple reason, and that's because it works, and it works incredibly well. Reality is that video content and the power of it and the effect that it can have in building your brand and growing your business, well, it's no longer debatable. Pretty much everybody agrees that video is one of the most effective forms of marketing available to you today. But let's get a little more tactical, because I'm sure you understand and appreciate the value of video marketing, but how do you do it and where's the best place? Well, probably unsurprisingly, based on this video alone, is that my strong belief, and that of many of my very, very experienced and knowledgeable colleagues, is that YouTube is a really, really good place to be. Yes, even today, even with the competition, even with changing algorithms, even with the barriers to entry being as what they are, essentially with having to create so many videos, all of these things considered, YouTube is still an absolute powerhouse of not only a social media marketing channel, but also as a video distribution platform and also as a core or a key pillar of your overall marketing strategy. The beauty of YouTube is that you can optimize your videos for search to be found by even new audiences. You can play around with the algorithm and have it suggest your videos to even more people. You can take those video assets and you can share it with current or previous customers and clients in order to continue to build goodwill and authority. And when you're all done, you've got these tiny little assets, these little engines that are going out there and continuing to drive leads and customers and sales around the clock, 24/7, 365 days a year. So when it comes to video marketing, well, the obvious mistake here is that you're probably not making enough videos if you're making any at all. The solution, however, quite simple, just like with content marketing. You really just need to sort of get over the fear and start recording videos. In my experience and in my conversations with clients and with students and with business owners, the number one obstacle to making more video marketing is really just fear. The reality, though, is you're not going to build the business of your dreams or the life you truly want if you're going to let fear hold you back. So you have to understand the true power of video marketing. You've got to accept that it's going to be a little uncomfortable at first. You've got to get over that hurdle and you've got to get out there, press record for revenue. All right, the next strategy you definitely want to be considering, if not outright adding to your marketing today, is none other than Facebook and Instagram ads. Now, I appreciate I haven't talked about these on the channel in the last little bit, but that doesn't make them any less powerful or any less a part of my current marketing strategy for myself, for my clients, and for my students. The beauty of Facebook and Instagram ads, well, there's a ton of very, very positive things from them. First of all, Facebook owns Instagram, so if you want to advertise on one or either of the platforms, you kind of get a 2-for-1 deal. Essentially, all you have to do is go set up a Facebook ad account, run all your Facebook ads and design them, and then just select the Instagram option, and you can advertise on one or both platforms, as easy as that. Also, between Facebook and Instagram, you have a massive reach of billions of people. So your ideal customer avatar, that perfect target market that you want to reach, they're on Facebook or they're on Instagram, or they're on both, and you can reach them with highly targeted Facebook and Instagram ads. Also, if you've never run paid advertising before, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, fantastic place to start, especially when compared to the other mega giant in the world, which is Google and YouTube ads. Slightly more complicated, slightly steeper learning curve, a little harder to get into and a little harder to optimize. So if you've never run them before, best place to start is easily with Facebook and Instagram ads. But there are a few warnings or caveats if you do decide that you want to run Facebook and Instagram ads. And that is that far too many people believe the success of their advertising campaign is really just due to the ad itself, when the reality is the ad is just one piece of your overall marketing strategy, including your offer and your targeting and the messaging that you use and the image or the video. There's so many factors involved. So if you do decide to go down the paid advertising route, which I do recommend taking a look at, well, just appreciate that it needs to be a piece of your marketing strategy and not your entire marketing strategy. And that's going to lead me perfectly to my next point, which is that you're going to want to have an automated marketing funnel. Now, if you're not familiar with what a marketing funnel is, I'll make sure to link up a couple videos below in the description so you can check those out. But the reality is a marketing funnel is actually pretty simple. All it is a system or a process to guide somebody from having absolutely no idea who you are and work them through the whole process to ending up on the other end as a lifelong loyal customer who loves you, loves what you do, and wants to tell everyone about just how great you are. Now, there are a million different variations of funnels, some with upsells and cross-sells and downsells. There's webinar funnels and sales funnels and VSL funnels and straight up landing page and lead magnet funnels. But the reality is that most of the funnels that I've built and that I suggest are very simple and very, very effective. And there's nothing stopping you from building a 6, multi-6, 7, even 8-figure business with a very simple, straightforward funnel. In fact, I would argue probably one of the biggest keys to success for my clients and for myself when generating millions of dollars with a funnel is keeping it simple. So what would this look like? Well, at the very beginning, you would have something like traffic. So this could be traffic generated from an ad that you run or from a video you produce or whatever the case. You then take take that traffic and you drive it to a landing page or an opt-in page where you're going to collect someone's name and email address in exchange for some piece of valuable content like a PDF download, a cheat sheet, a free video, something like that. From there, you take them from the landing page to the thank you page, and here you deliver the goods and you offer the next step in doing business with you, whether that's a sales call or a demo or the initial offer, whatever it is the case. And really, traffic to a landing page, to a thank you page, making the next offer, that's as complicated as you need to get to generate a whole lot of money. It's simple, it's powerful, and it's proven highly effective. Where you can take things to the next level, though, is by automating the entire process so you don't have to do a thing. There's a ton of software out there, and some of it's better than others, but they're all pretty okay. Things like landing page software, like Lead Pages or ClickFunnels or Unbounce. You could then drive them and follow up and nurture them with email marketing software like Drip or ConvertKit. And you can even use a lot of the free tools available through Facebook and through Instagram and through Google and through YouTube to do retargeting and to follow up with them time and time again by simply installing a little pixel on your page that allows you to set a cookie and follow them all around the internet. It's creepy, but it's effective. All right, so let's get to my recipe and recommendations. Now, obviously it's hard for me to sit here without knowing you or your business or your goals or your market or your niche or your industry and provide a one-size-fits-all recommendation, but that sounds like a bit of a cop-out, so I'm gonna do my best here. Step one is to use a short-form social media platform like Instagram for quick engagement, for publishing kind of that shorter form types of content that can be easily consumed and digested in 30 seconds, maybe a minute at most. With Instagram, you're gonna wanna use a combination of all the tools they give you. So make sure you've got posts coming up on your feed, make sure you're using Instagram stories, make sure you're using the DM feature for engagement and conversations. Step two is to use a long form social media platform like YouTube ideally, but if the thought of being on video just totally freaks you out, that's all right. You can use a podcast as well to still create that long form content and to build more authority and expertise and trust with your market by providing even more value. Step three is to really make sure that your ideal target market is clearly defined. Your offer is irresistible and really clear, and your marketing funnel is set up and automated so that when steps 1 and 2, that short form and long form content, well, when they really kick in, you're gonna be well set up and well positioned to capitalize on all the new traffic and attention that you started to generate. Step 4 is to master the basics of marketing, which is why the next thing you're gonna wanna do is check out the video I have linked up right here on Introduction to Marketing. So make sure to check that out now, and I'll see you in the next episode.